Good morning, guys. This is the James Post. On today's video is gonna be about something that we all go through, and I think that nobody else um, don't know how to handle it or do not understand. And the topic is about situation and what is the meaning of the situation. So let's begin. Situation is a set of circumstances in which one find oneself a state of affairs. Is a combination of circumstances that may include critical, trying, or unusual state affairs. Nowadays, our many situations carry with a load of meaning from the past, which is another term for emotional baggage. If or when somebody is upset with us or critical, or when we're not able to get our own way, many of us will behave and feel like we did as children. So, in other words, we throw a fit, we throw tantrums. If we feel rejected by such things, we're just quick to walk away. We are quick to run away, and then we're also quick to hide away. And I'm very sure that we still do this until this day. Any situation that we get into, we are just quick to walk away, or you just avoid, right? If you go, to my other video, I talked about voting difficulties, but it's not the voting difficulties where if you are dealing with a situation or you're going through a problem to avoid it. No, that's not what I meant. Now, a lot of us get stuck in the past and now realize that the old reaction is out of date. So when we want to bring the past to present reaction, we don't understand that the present may have a different meaning from the old reaction, because what we felt like rejection in the past may be no worse than the bad temper and temporary reaction to a mistake in the past. And this is why it's important to keep in touch with the present facts and not to assume that each new reaction is just like the last one. Okay? Look, I understand that the problems can dominate our life. The reality is that no one ever promised that life will be fair. Actually, it's often life is unfair, and our ability to accept that life isn't meant to be fair can go a long way when it comes to getting us through tough situation in life. So what can we do? Well, all we can do is acknowledge the situation. When we acknowledge that the situation exists, regardless of how we feel about it, we have to face the situation to get through it. If the situation is difficult and cannot be changed, then all we can do is acknowledge it, accept it, and then move on. Because the longer we try to avoid the problem, the longer it will take to address it. Another thing that we can do is to develop a plan. And we are likely to have more options as long as we spend time to think about how we can respond to a tough situation. So even if we can't fix it, we can still develop a plan to cope with it. You know, we have so many options. You know, we have more options as long as we spend time to think. So that options can be like calling somebody that you can trust, so that way you can hear their opinions, their knowledge, their experience, for support. And then And then also, you can seek help uh, professionally, or practical. So there's so many ways, there's so many options to develop a plan to handle a situation, such situation. Another thing that we can do also is to change what we can. Because if we cannot change the situation, then we may be able to change, we'll be able to change our attitude. We can change how we choose to view the situation by identify what is written, without, control, and resolve to make change. And since I mentioned that, be able to identify, we can also do that. We can also identify what we cannot change. If we cannot identify what we cannot change, then there's no need to waste time and energy trying to change things. You know, don't worry about it. Distract yourself. Okay? Spending too much thinking about it is going to cause a waste of time and energy, and we do not want to go through that. We don't want to experience that. We don't want to waste our time. If you cannot control it, then just leave it, acknowledge it, accept it, and move on. Okay? Another thing that we can also do is focus on what we can change again. You know, focus on what we can gain. Because situation can be a life lessons. You know, and once we learn from it, it's gonna help us to become stronger, have more confidence and strength. And whatever it is, we got to try to view the situation as a learning experience, because that is going to help us in some way later in life. And who knows, we will never know. Depending on the situation, something good can come out of that, even when the situation is worst. So focusing on what we might gain for having survived tough situation, that is doable. So that is the meaning situation, and there's so many options that we can deal with it. Okay, my YouTube channel is about sharing my life, my experience, my wisdom, my knowledge, recorded on the tape, and share it, because I want to make a legacy. I want to build history, and I want to share this for the next generation, and also for people like who has mental health and mental illness like myself. Okay, that is my goal, and I'm going to continue to make that happen. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe, hit the bell notification, because I'll be posting a lot of videos that it is interesting and that is helpful. So I see you guys next time. Peace.